everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I am going to go back in time and share a few of my favorite recipes that I have already shared on here before. So they're going to be older videos that I'm not going to re-edit or anything like that. I hope that you guys enjoy it. These are some of my favorite, like I said, some good quick easy meal things that you can do on a weeknight or weekend, whenever. If you try any of these recipes, let me know in the comments. And so let's get into the video. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. I'm so happy to have you guys here for today's video. With back to school season in full swing, life feels busier and getting dinner on the table every night can sometimes be a challenge. So today I thought I'd go back through my videos and share some of my easy go-to weeknight dinners that help keep things simple and stress-free on those weeknights when things are just hectic. These meals are family friendly, quick and easy to put together, and perfect for those busy school nights. I'm not about fancy or complicated when it comes to weeknight dinners, just practical, tasty meals that everyone enjoys. So let's jump right in. So both of my kids have already graduated. I have my son who is married, and I have 2 grandbabies through him, and then my daughter, she's 24, she's doing her thing, and so I don't have to have dinners ready on any given weeknight anymore, just if we make plans to get together or something. But I know that there are many of you who are struggling to come up with ideas and things to fix that are easy for your weeknight meals, and so that's why I went back through my videos to share some of my favorites. And this first one is easy homemade pizza. I am making a homemade crust here. I added my yeast to some warm water. I'm going to let that set for just a little bit before I add my sugar and my salt, and then I will add my flour and get all of this kneaded up. You want to get it all mixed up really good, and then you're going to oil your bowl and put your dough in there, and you're going to let it rise for about an hour. And then come back and knead it a little bit, let it sit for another 10 minutes, and then you can either use this recipe for 1 large pizza, or you can do like I do and make 2 medium pizzas. I will leave all of the links to these recipes in the description below, because I know that I'm talking through it real quick right now, but I'm going to have it there so that you can, if you're interested, go back and click on it and share this meal with your family. So now I'm going to let it sit for about an hour. At this point in the process, you want it to double in size, and so that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to put it in my oven to proof. My oven, I start with a cold oven and just stick it in there, and I have a proof option on my stove. If you don't, you can just turn it to the very lowest setting. You can do that while you are preparing your dough, and then when it's time to let it proof, turn your oven off and then stick it in there and let it sit for about an hour. Like I said, you want it to double in size. Now, when it comes time to make your pizza, in this video I'm using a store-bought sauce, but usually I can my own sauce. Whatever you have on hand works, and you can top it with anything. You can use a white sauce if you wanted to, or what I like to do is have veggie pizza, and I will just put some olive oil and minced garlic, and then my veggies like zucchini, onions, tomatoes, green peppers, whatever you like, you can add to your pizza. You can add it to, I think in this video I'm just using bacon, cheese, and pepperoni. But like I said, add sausage, olives, mushrooms, whatever your heart's desire. This is a very versatile recipe, and this one recipe, like I said, makes a large pizza, but you can very easily make 2 medium or 4 personal pans with this recipe if everybody has different tastes and different likes of pizza. So you make it to fit your family. Like I said, very versatile and very delicious. This next meal could not be any easier. I bought a bag of frozen peppers and onions from the grocery store, already prepped and ready to go. I heat up a little bit of oil in my iron skillet, and then I'm going to just dump the whole bag of peppers and onions in here and let those soften. Then I'm going to put some tater tots on my pan you see off to the side, and tonight we're going to have steak-umm subs and tater tots. Very easy. You can buy the steak-umms already ready in the grocery store. They come in like a red box, and they're like really thin steaks. You need to make sure that when you're cooking those, you season them well. I personally think that they're very bland, so they need a lot of seasoning. So I'm going to do that in my skillet, and then I'll toast some buns, and then I'll put a little bit of the steak-umm on the buns with some cheese, put it back in the oven under broil, and let the cheese get good and melted. This is a very easy dinner to make. You don't have to use steak-umms if you don't want all of that sodium. You can easily buy some steak strips from the grocery store, and you would probably add those after you get your vegetables good and softened, depending on how tender, how rare, I guess, you like your steak. But that is an easy idea as well.
Still got your pearls hanging by my bedside. Still got your lips on paper in the trash now. I never knew love could be so sweet. I never knew it would sting. I never knew love like this would leave me in pieces. Oh, Emily, when did you fall right out of love? Oh, Emily, when did the magic stop for us? Oh, but Emily, you are the part of me I fear. It will kill me when you leave and close my door.
This next meal was the first time I had made this. I had seen it on Pinterest, seen it on, people on Facebook making stuff like this, TikTok, everything. So I wanted to give it a try. It looked very easy, and it was super easy. I'm going to take my flour tortillas, I'm going to put them on my pan, and then I'm going to fill them with whatever quesadilla filling I want. You can do steak, you can do just all vegetables, you can put some rice in this, whatever you like. So good. But what I do is I take some of my home canned chicken, shredded it up, put it on it's the bottom layer over the flour tortillas, and then I'm going to take some of my homemade home canned soup beans. I'm going to use my immersion blender to blend those up, and it'll have the consistency of refried beans. I take some salsa and put over top of that, and then cheese. You can add anything. You can add corn, peppers, onions, whatever you want. And then I'm just going to fold the tortillas over on top of themselves, coat it with olive oil, and put it in the oven to bake. Like I said, I'll have a recipe linked down below, but you can take this and make it your own however you like. I was very pleased with how this turned out. The taste was phenomenal. It was so delicious. You guys will really like this one, and you will really like how quick and easy it is to make on those weeknights.
I can't believe it's already over. Too late to talk and fix whatever's broken. I always thought love like ours would last. I never knew love could pass. Tomorrow comes and you are not around. Feels uneasy. Oh, Emily, when did you fall right out of love? Oh, Emily, when did the magic stop for us?
I tell you guys that this was delicious? It was delicious, all capital letters. So, so good. You definitely need to give this one a try. It is definitely chef's kiss. This next meal, again, is a very easy weeknight meal to do. If you are a canner like I am, I like to can my sloppy joe sauce with the meat and everything. So all that I have to do is dump the jar into my pan or just heat it up if I want to eat it on a bun. But if you don't have it ready to go like this, you can follow the recipe and make it fresh, or you can do a sloppy joe from the store, manwich from the store. But in the bottom of I have an 8x8 baking dish. I'm going to add 2 of my 16-ounce jars of ready-made sloppy joe mix, and then I'm going to top it off with some cheese and some tater tots. Now, on this particular evening, I didn't have enough tater tots to cover the whole top of the casserole, so I had some small, like gold potatoes that I heated them up till they were soft, and then I smashed them, and then I added that to the top of this as well. I don't always do that. This was the one and only time I did, only because I didn't have enough tater tots, and honestly, the potato and sloppy joe mix together is just heavenly. So I needed to have the potato, but usually I just top it with tater tots, put it in the oven and bake it. Super, super good. Now, when I said that these are family favorite meals that I'm sharing with you, this one's not so much a family favorite as it is my favorite. My family eats it, but it is like one of my favorite. I love this casserole, so I hope that you guys will give this a try.
I'm thinking you were made for me. Isn't it my birthday yet? Cause I gotta say, you're looking like a gift for me, wrapped up nice and neat, baby. Get in my way now, don't be shy. We'll be here dancing day and night. Get in my groove now, don't be shy. Cause I got this list of my favorite things. You could be the part where it all begins. You could be the first and the second and the third and the rest of it. You could be one of the things I love. Sunday morning breakfast with my bedroom door locked. I like everything that has a cherry on top. Get on my list of the things I love, love, love. You could be the one I trust. All the second chances, they are nothing for us. I like it all with the cherry on top. Be one of the things I love. We don't have to move so fast, baby, I will show you how. You can catch my vibe, and right away got so much time, looping in the blurry lights. Get in my way now, don't be shy. We'll be here dancing day and night. Get in my groove now, don't be shy. Cause I got this list of my favorite things. You could be the puppet.
This next meal that I'm going to share with you is just like a classic comfort meal that I grew up with. It is cube steak and gravy with biscuits. And I know that a lot of people will put their cube steak in the crock pot and make the brown gravy, onion gravy, and all that stuff. But this is my personal favorite way to have cube steak, or you can call it chicken fried steak if you'd like. And I'm going to share a recipe below off of Pinterest that is probably more typical chicken fried steak. I do this very simply. I'm going to coat my cube steak in flour and seasoning, and then I'm going to fry it that way. And any juices that have been rendered from it, that's how I'm going to make my gravy. And so I'm going to share all of that in that link below. And then I'm also going to make some biscuits. I'm using a very simple recipe where I'm using Bisquick mix and just buttermilk, and I'm going to get all this mixed together, get it to a pretty sticky consistency is what I like, and then I will grease my pan and put these and scoop them in to my pan and bake them probably at about 450 until they're nice and golden brown on top. I'm using a little bit of butter to kind of deglaze the bottom of the pan, and I'm also adding some bacon grease that I keep on hand to the pan, and I'm going to make some just regular breakfast gravy, and we call it Mamaw Davis gravy in my house because my Mamaw Davis made the best gravy. So good. But I'm just going to do this, and then I'm going to add my milk to it. I've got my flour. This is my roux, my flour, and my fat that I'm going to add my milk to. And then also, I didn't mention that I was making Bob Evans potatoes, but mashed potatoes, this is the perfect side for this dish. You can have the gravy over the steak and the potatoes and the biscuits. So good. I'm using evaporated milk because that's the way my mama used to do it growing up, and that's the way that I do it. But if you don't have evaporated milk, regular milk will do just fine. So those are just some of my easy go-to weeknight dinners that helped keep us fed and kept us sane during those busy back-to-school weeks. I hope that this gives you a little inspiration and makes your evenings just a little bit easier. I would love to know, what's your favorite quick weeknight dinner? Share your ideas in the comments so we can all get inspired. And if you enjoy these cozy homemaking videos, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Until next time, I will see y'all later. Bye. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. I am so glad to have you guys here. In today's video, I am going to share a few dinners that we had with you guys. This first one, we are having chicken over salad. I was going to grill the chicken, but it was raining and I did not feel like we have a screened-in back porch, and it's okay to grill when it's raining. In fact, I've done it hundreds of times, but on this evening, it was a little chilly, and I just didn't want to go out there, so I took the easy way out and did a pan fry on a chicken breast that I cut in half and made cutlets out of. This was a large pack of chicken that my husband had bought at Sam's because he wanted some chicken. He wanted barbecue grilled chicken, which is not in this video. I have done it before, but I might do it again in a future video, so you can see how I do that. Anyway, I am just cutting all the icky parts off of this chicken. I'm very particular when it comes to chicken. I don't like skin. I don't like fatty parts. I don't like tendons. I don't like any of that stuff. So I do cut it off, and then I'm going to take the breast and cut it in half to make cutlets. But don't get upset. I don't waste any of that ickiness that I cut off. I will wrap it up, and probably on this evening, I'll put it in the freezer, and then I will have it for chicken broth later on, because I am running low on chicken broth. So I do try to save all of my icky chicken pieces, and then I will get some bones as well and make some broth. But in this video, I'm going to share with you how I fried the chicken, how I season it, fry it, and then we chop it up and we eat it over salad. So to season my chicken, I'm going to add some olive oil, some onion powder, some paprika, Italian seasoning, some basil, and salt and pepper. And then I'm going to make sure that I get that good and coated on both sides of each chicken cutlet. going to turn my eye onto medium heat and add some olive oil to my pan and let it start heating up before I add the chicken. Once it is heated, you can stick a drop of water in it to see if it bubbles, and you'll know if it's ready for the chicken. I'm just going to add the chicken, and then I'm going to cover it with a lid, loosely cover it, and then I'm going to fry it for about 5 minutes on each side. And while that is frying, I'm going to start with my salad. I am taking shortcuts when it comes to salad. I do this, for weeknights, you don't want to be cutting up a bunch of lettuce. So I do take the shortcut. I have a bag of Caesar salad, and then I have some pre-sliced coleslaw that I'm going to add to it. I'm going to get all that washed up, and then my husband comes in and he cuts up some cucumber and some mini peppers as well. My husband doctored up his salad with some Parmesan cheese, some regular cheese, like shredded cheddar cheese, cucumbers, and those mini peppers. He adds a lot of pepper to everything he eats, so that's what he's doing here. And he's using the Italian dressing. I wasn't hungry at this moment, and I told him to go ahead and eat without me, so he is doing the taste test for me. My father-in-law does end up stopping by on this evening, and he said he could smell the chicken from out in the driveway, and so we let him offered him a plate of chicken and salad for him to have for dinner as well, and they both said that it was very good. On this evening, I got creative. I went downstairs to where my canning pantry is, and I brought up a jar of beef stew soup base. It has potatoes, onion, carrots, and roast beef in it. And then I also brought up an extra jar of just roast beef. And I'm going to add a bunch of ingredients to this. I'm adding some hash brown potatoes. I'm adding frozen corn, some garlic, some cheddar cheese, and then a little bit of thyme and a little bit of rosemary. And I'm going to stir all of this up, and I'm going to put it in a baking dish, and I'm going to bake it for about an hour. I do top it with cheese with the lid. I bake it with the lid on for an hour, and then I'm going to take the lid off and let the cheese get toasty on top. And this turned out okay. It was not my favorite. The inspiration came from a recipe that I saw on Pinterest, and I'll try to link that in the description below. I think if I'd have followed that recipe, it would have been better. Sometimes, if you've been here for a while, you know that I don't really follow recipes. I just kind of get inspiration and then do my own thing. This is one of those times where I should have followed the recipe. It was good, but it wasn't my favorite. But maybe you guys will like it. If you try it, let me know what you think. on this evening I am outside with the grill, and I forgot that I meant to be recording this meal, and so I forgot to turn the camera on at the beginning. I got these 4 top sirloin steaks from Sam's. They were in the grass-fed organic section at Sam's, and so I am just seasoning these with some salt and pepper. I'm going to grill them up. My daughter and my husband like theirs to have some pink in the middle. I like mine to be thoroughly cooked through. I don't want to see any pink whatsoever. So I get theirs off, leave mine on for a little while, and we just cut this up. And for some sides, we're going to have some Bob Evans mashed potatoes, and then I thaw out some corn that we froze last garden season, and this was a very delicious dinner. From the look of my hair, it must have either been a rough day or I slept hard during that nap. On the last evening, Robbie and I had a date night. Nothing fancy. We went to one of our favorite chicken places, Huey Magoo's. If you have one near you, try it. Their chicken is delicious. And then they also had a car show going on in the parking lot, so we drove by to look at a few of those, and we just enjoyed our date night. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, I would love for you to subscribe. Come back, hang out with us some more. Until next time, I will see y'all later. Bye. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. I'm so happy to have you guys here. Today I am cooking for you. I am doing a Sunday dinner. It is my turn to cook. My sisters and I, we take turns. We go to my mom and dad's house every Sunday after church, and we have lunch, and we take turns cooking. And last week it was Easter, and so we all kind of chipped in and made dinner. And then this week we're back on schedule. So right now I am working on dessert. I got up early on Sunday morning to start this because Saturday I was just too tired, and it's best if I do cooking on Saturday evening, but like I said, not this time. So I'm going to go ahead and get my ingredients for the cake together. It's got mandarin oranges and crushed pineapples. I will link the recipe down below, but this is a really, really good and delicious spring dessert. like I said, this was Sunday morning, and I actually had not had my coffee yet. So here's what happened. I started out making the icing for the cake, which is Cool Whip, vanilla, instant vanilla pudding mix, and crushed pineapples. Well, I was also making an orange fluff salad, and it has Cool Whip and orange Jell-O and crushed pineapples. And so I kind of got mixed up here. I started making the icing, and then when I put the orange Jell-O right here into the Cool Whip, I realized, wait a minute, that's not right. So I am right now making the orange fluff salad, and then here in just a moment, I will make the icing for the cake. Again, I will link any recipe I can in the description below. So right here in the background, I am adding some spaghetti pasta to some boiling water. My nephew had actually requested today's lunch. He wanted some sausage casserole. It is his favorite, and I hadn't made it in a while. And the Sunday before Easter, he said, you know what, you need to make that again. So that's what we're having for Sunday lunch today, and I just started the pasta. And so right now, I am actually going to start the using the right ingredients for the icing for the cake, and it's just Cool Whip, instant vanilla pudding, and crushed pineapples. It's really, really good. You could also make this dessert sugar-free by using sugar-free Jell-O, sugar-free Cool Whip, and the pineapples are in a natural sugar, so it's very easy. You can get sugar-free cake mix. It's very easy to make this a diabetic-friendly dessert. So I'm going to let the cake cool completely, and I will actually put the icing on it when we get to my mom's house after church. And right now my noodles were done. I've drained them. I've let them cool off a little bit, and I'm just going to put them in a bowl. You can put them in a bowl or put them in a Ziploc bag or something like that. And this is just one step that I don't have to do when I get to my mom's, and it saves a little bit of time because these will heat up just great. You run some hot water over them, or in my case, I just added the hot sausage to it, and that warmed them up. So it's a fun little trick. And now we are at my mom's house. I am frying up the sausage, and I'm going to start getting the green beans in a pot and get the corn on the cob. I'm going to bake the corn on the cob right alongside the sausage casserole. And that's super easy. I'm just putting corn in a baking dish covering it with water, adding butter and salt, and then just put it in there. You want it to bake at least 30 to 40 minutes to kind of get it really heated through, because they're frozen and they're going in frozen. And Robbie is in the kitchen helping me. He always is a very good help. And he started some tea. Robbie is the tea guy in our family. They always ask Robbie, excuse me, to make the tea. And so right now he's helping me get the dishes together for the green beans and then also for the corn on the cob. Now I'm going to put the sausage casserole together. I'm going to start by adding my noodles to the bowl and kind of break those up a little bit. But once the hot sausage hits it, it really does loosen up the noodles. So I've got my pasta and I've got my sausage. And to that, I'm going to add cream of chicken soup, evaporated milk, and 2 eggs, and I think that's it. If I can find a recipe for this, I'll link it down below, but this is something that my mom made when we were little, and I don't really know if I have a recipe, if there's a recipe out there on Pinterest. Anyway, I'll try to find it. This is the topping for the sausage casserole. Super easy. I just melted some butter, and I'm going to crush up a couple of sleeves of saltine crackers, mix that in the butter, and spread it over the top of the sausage casserole. Now it's time to ice the cake, and this, y'all, this is one of my favorite cakes, and I forget about it until springtime, which is the perfect time to make it, but so good. today is for you.
Can't see anything based on that video.
Yeah.
Send me
I
a
hope it's
picture.
good.
Oh, it's gonna be good. I'm gonna eat all of it.
All of it?
But I was
Yeah.
like, just don't.
So we are back home now. I'm just going to rest for the rest of the afternoon. We may do a few things around the house, but nothing, that I'm going to record and share. But if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, I would love for you to subscribe. Come back and hang out with me. I am trying to pay attention to the analytics on my channel and figure out when where there's the most watched time and things like that. So I'm trying to better my channel and get it out there, and so there may be some changes coming in the future. There have been some small changes, but until I get it all figured out and exactly the way that it needs to be, I'm just going to kind of experiment. So if you guys are enjoying my videos, let me know if there's something that you like, some kind of video that you like more than the others. Like you prefer cleaning videos, you prefer vlog style videos, or grocery hauls, or things like that. Let me know in the comments so that I can make the kind of content for you guys that you enjoy. And so if you'll help me out with that, I'll really, really, really will appreciate it. Until next time, I'll see y'all later. Bye.